And then I was diagnosed with lung cancer. That's the part I start to search for the reason. I start to search for the right way of living. You should focus on your own life and try to live the best of it. Every decision we make will create karma, if you believe this thing. But our life is decided by our every choice. In Western world, every coin has two sides. It's up to you, up to your attitude, which side you want to focus on. Tea is not, rather than a beverage for me, it's a life practice for me.
На здраве. Today we have a very magical international meeting with our friend Dora from China, who is a certified tea sommelier, and she makes very different experience of drinking tea.
It is quite amazing. We will experience a space full of tranquility and very delicious green tea with jasmine, talking about the heart wisdom and how we can combat difficult life situations like cancer with the secret of the tea.
Be with us and feel the Chinese magic in our next episode.
Dora, what do we have in here? Today we're drinking jasmine green tea.
Okay. Yeah. Are those two kind of tea, or jasmine is just kind of green tea?
Jasmine tea actually is a floral tea because it combined with jasmine and the tea. And there are only a few floral tea that they scent with a flower. Yeah, but jasmine is one of the only that lasts for many decades because it's really suitable to combine with tea. Yeah, and people think that jasmine tea is just put jasmine, mix jasmine, and the green tea, but it's actually not. The traditional way of making Chinese jasmine green tea is actually they pick the jasmine and at night. And the tea is very good at absorbing, and the jasmine is very within out the aroma at night because it's blowing at night. And so while the jasmine is exhaling and the tea is inhale. Yeah, so that's how the jasmine tea is brewed, scented. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one that I bring is 5 times scented. Basically, they let this symphony to play like 5 times.
5 nights?
Yeah, and 5 nights.
You said that it blooms during the night, so...
Yeah, so and in this way that the tea will be well scented with jasmine. And you can see the traditional way actually we don't let it brew together. After they scented the tea, they will pick out the jasmine. Yeah. So today why I choose this tea is because I feel it's been a long day, and green tea is perfect for refreshing. So we can wake up and be aware of what's going on and share some fresh up knowledge or conversation with people.
Nice. So you have different types of tea for the different sequences of the time?
So basically in Chinese theory, we choose tea according to two things, two factors. First is according to the weather. Yeah, like a different season, we drink different teas. Yeah, for example, like summertime, because it's very hot, we normally use like a green tea to cool your body down. And in the winter, because it's cold, we use like black tea and shu pu'er to warm your body up. So it has different function. Yeah, and the second main factor is according to the person's body type. Yeah, so far, what I observed through the tea ceremony in Bulgaria, most of the ladies here, they are cold, like a cold stomach, and also suffering from like pain from the period. Yeah, it's because We eat mostly raw food like salad, and also we like to show our belly and legs when we were young. The same for me last year. Yeah. So that's why like when we are older and older, we feel there's a problem in our this area. Yeah, and that's why 舒普洱. So far, when I share with people at the tea ceremony, ladies like it. There's one interesting story because I share with people, you should listen to your body, how your body feels, not only your palate, not only your tongue, because sometimes we're addicted to the tongue pleasure. Like, oh, I like to eat this stuff, so I eat a lot. But we lose awareness for stomach and spleen, which are the most important organs in our body because they are kind of the medium station that help the down part to go up, evaporating the moisturize to the lung and descending the water down for the extra water that our body doesn't need, the fluids we don't need, we will descending and then get it out, right? So this part is really important, and it's afraid of coldness. It's afraid of irritating food, yeah, and also afraid of raw things. Yeah, so that's why when one time as a tea ceremony, I tell people try to relax and listen to your body, how your body feels. And the lady was saying, Dora, what should I do? I feel my body likes the 舒普洱, but my mouth likes the green tea. I say that's why it's an important decision to choose. Make the decision, like you should keep doing what you giving pleasure and fulfill your desire, or what's really good for you. Yeah.
Difficult decision to make.
We are making decision every day.
Or keeping not making decision.
Yeah. So that's why tea, to be honest, like tea is not, rather than a beverage for me, it's a life practice for me. Because each move that I make, I'm practicing clarity. Every decision we make will create karma, if you believe this thing. But our life is decided by our every choice. And practicing tea and making all those moves, make every move clear, will help me to clear my mind and to think, well, every decision, if it's necessary, if it's kind, if it's helpful to people. Yeah, so I think it's rather than the thing on the table, it will expand to your life and to everyone that you reach to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite tea?
You know that I don't drink tea, but every time when I'm with you, I drink a lot of tea.
You are a coffee person, I know.
I really like the one that we drank with the children in the park. You remember this? This was very, very nice.
Yeah. I don't really remember which one, but next time when you meet it, you will remember.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Monica knows she now is very into tea. So, there's one process of tea ceremony is tasting, smelling, tasting. And we also ask people to share on the tea ceremony, what do you smell? What do you taste? So if you never smelled jasmine tea, how do you explain, I smell jasmine tea and blah, 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 right?
No, you cannot.
Yeah, so it's reflecting. You are reflecting your memories to try to remember all those small things in your life and try to cherish it. So also tea make me to have habit to cherish, because when we are brewing tea, we should introduce how the tea ended up here. Imagine it was in China. How did it come to Bulgaria? And today in this dialogue to we enjoy it. So all those different factors will create today's scenario to happen. If one of the factor is missed, it can't happen. For example, you didn't invite me for this podcast. For example, Monica say, "Oh, I'm tired from the previous videos. Maybe I should leave." So everything happened here at this moment is because all those factors we call yuan, which is destiny, elements are all together in this happen. I hope you understand what.
Yes, you explained very clear why are we here. I have many questions about the tea which came from China. Many steps are made for the tea to be prepared, packed and everything.
На здраве.
На здраве.
What do you usually say in the tea ceremony?
We don't speak as a tea ceremony. Yeah, because if your awareness is like scattered around, you cannot really feel the real personality of the tea. So even while we are brewing tea, not the kind of ceremony that we sell the products, like the tea ceremony experience that I really create to people. When I brew the tea, last time I teach you,
Yes, I know. That's why I'm prepared.
you stop your thoughts, you stop talking, and you even stop 1 second for breathing, and then you pour out the tea soup. So all the energy will concentrate and pour out rather than it's going everywhere. That's why it's very interesting. The tea soup will tell you where were your mind. Because if you are distracted, you might brew too long. Yeah, and if you are happy today, you put happiness inside. It's like food. You like cooking. I believe your daughter like your cooking rather than McDonald's, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's that.
На здраве.
Green tea has more caffeine is because it's tea polyphenol and caffeine are fresh. Yeah, so that's why it's more bitter than the black tea and also the dark tea. I was sharing with Monica, tea is cold. Like green tea is extremely cold. Yeah, because of those substances inside. That's why don't suggest to drink with empty stomach. Yeah, that's why I prepare those lovely desserts.
Oh, tell us everything. What is this?
So this tea pastry is from Song Dynasty. Yeah, they make with different flower shape, and so people at that time they will enjoy the tea with the pastry. Yeah, it's like a bakery here, but we just like to combine nature.
Can I eat?
With the food? Sure, try. Inside is with mocha. Yeah, organic mocha powder and with coconut. Yeah.
Amazing, guys.
Each ceremony, I prepare all those tea pastry by myself. And you can see those shapes. I should wrap, I should cut. Some shapes should maybe you fix each one. Yeah, so it's normally take half day to prepare.
What is this?
This is jujuba.
Can I eat it?
Yeah, sure. This jujuba is we use a lot in China for dessert, and also we eat like this or boiling with herb. Because you see, this is red. Red goes for the blood. So women eat this for the blood circulation, and also like if you are iron deficiency, this will help you to produce more blood, good for your heart.
Maybe I have to try first this afterwards. The coconut is very strong and I cannot recognize the taste.
That's also the decision.
I cannot imagine this is a fruit.
It's a dried fruit.
Yeah, but it's so, I don't know.
Dry.
Yeah, and also, I don't know.
Because for preservation, so it's dried, really dry. My friend, she dried it. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's dry, but it's still juicy.
For tea, we sometimes boil this with soup. Like, in winter we boil tea sometimes, and we put this in the teapot and let it boil with the tea to as a flavor. And also, yeah.
I'm very confused and stressed because I don't know where to put this now. And I am afraid I'm going to make a mistake.
You see, you start to have awareness to make decisions.
Yes, and I want to make the right tea ceremonial decision.
So put behind your back.
So clever. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have other questions?
Yes. I'm highly interested in terms of this temperature, what you're mentioning, because if I'm aware good and well, in the Chinese medicine, in the Chinese culture, you have slightly different meaning behind warm and cold. So it is some kind of qualities. It is not literally meant hot or warm and cold. Can you give some more insights how we can recognize if our body is cold and warm, and what are the consequences of this for the temperament as well, for the character? When you say in the Chinese culture that someone has a cold or warm temperament.
So in China, in TCN, that's each food that we consume. So first of all our diseases are from what we put in our mouth. Yeah, and then we give a kind of nature, like a natural temperature to each food that we eat. Yeah, so basically like a tea, you can feel after you drink it, you have this kind of coolness in your body, right? This is because the nature of it, it's cool. And like black tea, I use tea as a reference because you already tried many teas. Like a black tea, it's fully fermented. So it's in nature, it's already warm. And after you drink it, you feel you have this, we call qi, and it's going around your body, and you feel like even sweat. Like you feel energetic, you feel your blood circulation is like faster. Yeah. So that's why different stuff has different nature. Yeah. But this is depending on people themselves. You should try to listen to your body. Yeah. You should feel, oh, this thing I eat, I feel good. My body feels good. My stomach feel good or no. Yeah. And basically we should balance. If the food that eat doesn't balance with our body, it's not right. Yeah.
Can I have some more?
Yeah, sure. I hope you like it because
It is amazing.
I normally brew black tea for you.
I like the combination between the coconut and the jasmine.
Yeah, so even the tea pastry that we prepare, different tea match with different tea pastry. Yeah. For example, green tea, we normally eat more sweet things because green tea has more bitterness, and so you use a dessert to balance it. Like black tea, because black tea has sweetness. You use a little bit sourness to balance it. And for dark tea, we use like salty stuff to balance it. Yeah, so different tea will match with different food.
I'm very amazed by the pumpkin seeds because normally in Bulgaria we eat them during a football game or I don't know, watching TV shows. But
Pumpkin seeds is very healthy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Just our culture, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
We don't eat them with tea.
Yeah.
Rather than by
So
themselves.
the nuts, we normally match with oolong tea. Like nuts, we match with oolong tea. Yeah. And jujube, it's for protecting your stomach. That's why every recipe of TCM mixture, Yeah, they will put jujuba. It's for protecting your stomach. Yeah, and also help with blood circulation.
Can I drink with both hands? Because now I'm, guys, very stressed that I'm doing the things wrong.
Last time I share with you, no,
That's why I'm stressed. I remember sitting like this. No, like this. When your hands are relaxed.
That's when you are brewing tea. You are doing like this.
Yes.
Yeah, because last time I shared with her, when we brew tea, our hands are like this. Because this help with your mind to relax. If you do like fist, for sure you feel nervous in your body. But when you do this, you feel like more relaxed. So our physical gestures will influence our mind. The mind will also reflect on the gestures. So that's why, like I share with you, there are different types of tea lovers. The first one is one that they like tea as beverage. Like you guys like coffee?
Yes.
Because you like the flavor, you like how you feel after the coffee. This is first type of tea lovers. And second type of tea lovers, they already deep into the tea culture. They start to cherishing the aesthetic, like a Chinese beauty, you know, like how the tea wares are made, how the tea were produced, and they search for different flavors, different pleasure in the experience, dive in more deeper. But the ultimate spirit of the tea or the tea ceremony is about blending yourself with nature and try to cherish the nature. So for me, to be honest, I don't like this kind of vibe. Oh, I have a more expensive teaware. I have better tea. I have, you know, like my teaware is not good enough or what? Because currently, even in China, has this atmosphere that the people are competing all those materialist things. Yeah, but you know, it's like our life. For sure, there's people has better life than you. And for sure, there's people has maybe worse life than you. But the most important is you should focus on your own life and try to live the best of it. And try to cherish everything that goes through your life. That's why when we are brewing tea, we really want to focus on this tea because it experienced a lot to be presented in front of you. And then you should show respect and to make every step, make every move, every brew, every water to be balanced, to reflect its original personality and cherish it. Yeah, so that's why I feel every person will reach to different tea. It's like every person will meet different people, give you different enlightenment. But overall, it's about your own mind, what you are searching for. Yeah, and it's about your own mind to feel what you see. Because in Western world, every coin has two sides. It's up to you, up to your attitude, which side you want to focus on. So my husband is always joking with me. Oh, Dora, you always see the good side of the people. Like even something bad happened, I was like making excuse for them. Maybe she had a bad day today, or maybe you know, his worry is like maybe I will be fooled by people, or you know, I will get hurt by people. But for me, overall, at the end, my feeling is good, right? I feel good, and why not to try to understand others a little bit more?
But as I know him, I think he's the same as you, and he also sees the good in people.
Yes, he just worries. Yes. Yeah, about this is insecurity about So
And kind of love because he wants
it is
to be good.
that's the perspective that we see.
Yeah, that's the other
Side of the coin.
Dora, can you tell us a little bit more about your tea journey? How it started and how it changed your life?
Oh, okay. That's a big topic. So, I grew up by a tea mountain. And for me, tea is just those uncles who drink tea after drinking alcohol. Like even my uncle, he's still one Chinese rakia and one Chinese green tea, both on the table, and he's never drunk. Maybe that's a secret. I say you are getting toxic, and then you are detoxing at the same time. Wow. Because green tea is also famous of protecting liver. Yeah. Okay. So this is first. The tea is kind of a culture and daily life habit in our Chinese daily life. And then one time when our tea mountain is famous of a movie. I should find the name of the movie. It's very famous. It's directed by Zhang Yimou, one of the most famous Chinese director. Yeah, so they shoot this movie, one part of it, these bamboo trees in the tea mountain. So that's the moment I feel proud of our tea mountain. Oh, it's getting worldwide famous. This thing is shoot there, you know. And gradually, until like 15 years ago or 13 years ago, I came to Bulgaria. It was 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
11 years ago, I meet my Bulgarian godmother. Yeah, she is a fan of tea, and she has a room that's full of Chinese tea wares, not only Chinese, Korean, Japanese. She go to the whole world to search for good tea wares. And she was asking me about tea because she finally meet a Chinese daughter, and she wanna communicate in tea. And I had not much knowledge about it. And I feel, even a Bulgarian lady love tea so much as a Chinese, why I don't try to learn this part of the culture, right? So this put a little bit seed in my mind. And really I start my journey like tea, practicing tea every day is 2021. At that time, we were having companies, and we even got angel investment and for a company, and we were expanding our business. And then I was diagnosed with lung cancer. Yeah, and at 31 years old, 32 years old. Yeah, so before I was a person who liked fast pace. Even now you can feel I still speak. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then when we meet share with them in Greece how we fly the paper like money in the club in Greece. Yeah, so I was wild. Yeah, I was freedom because my Chinese zodiac is horse. Yeah, I like freedom. I like to express myself. So 11 years ago, I like to go to club. I like to dancing sexy jazz and also and I was very ambitious on my business. Yeah, and then I was diagnosed with lung cancer. But I'm always a positive person. So even on the bed, which I'm going to do the surgery. By the way, I did both sides of my lung, not only one side. They did both sides together. Even before they put anesthesia on me, I was joking with the doctor, like making jokes with the doctor, smiling all the time. And then everything is finished. And I was in pain for 1 month. Yeah, like I couldn't sleep well because it's on here. So if I sleep on the side, and then it's very painful. I feel like my wings were ripped off, and so that was a very hard time for my life, like very difficult time for my life. I was coughing for 2 months. Yeah, and that's the part I start to search for the reason. I start to search for the right way of living. Because even before that, the friends around me were shocked. Oh, Dora. Thank you. Yeah. So even at that time, my friends were shocked. You have the most the healthiest lifestyle that among us, and you have this problem. So I start to search for reason. Yeah. First the meditation, and then after surgery, because I cannot do big moves, exercise. So the doctor suggests maybe yoga. Before, I would never do yoga because it's too slow for me. And then I end up in this studio that they practice traditional yoga. And then I start to dive in, practice, like as a beginning practice as an exercise, then practice it like really as mindfulness. And then yoga now for me is my Buddhism practice as well, part of that. Yeah. So then I meet because I'm searching for the reason, and that's why one of the most important person show up in my life, which is my teacher. He first teach me tea because he's a tea expert for 30 years, and then because he wanna let me start to slow down my life and try to learn from tea the wisdom, the absolute truth from the nature. So I started to learn tea, I started to learn Buddhism, and then eventually I find many wisdom in the tea. So it's not only a beverage for me, it's a life practice for me. Maybe people has other practice, because there are many methods to practice. Maybe it's tarot for you, maybe it's Heart Sutra for you. Yeah, and different stage we just experience different things and try to gain more wisdom. So
And to copy with life better.
if we want it to be better, yes. And it's our definition of what is better.
Yes, this is also true. You make the conversation very deep, and this is a topic for a whole series.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, Dora, because you're mentioning a lot of times this term wisdom.
Maybe.
I was now recently reading one text about the Heart Sutra, and there, line by line, there was given some deeper meaning, because at the end of the day, the Heart Sutra is, if I understood correct, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's one of the shortest in terms of lines, sutras. But its core meaning, especially in, if we take it from Sanskrit, prajna paramita, it is the knowledge which was the initial state of Buddhism, highly important to know, to be aware, to be conscious. And the initial Buddhism is giving us some kind of a metrics of the embodiment of things. So, all of those 5 skandhas, and then the senses, and the type of consciousness, and then everything related, how something from the world of ideas comes through embodiment and manifestation. But after, in later stages of the Buddhism, they're emphasizing that not the knowledge itself, because the knowledge itself, it can free you at some point, it can free you from ignorance, but at the end of the day, it is again acquisition, so you're just adding things up. So they said, prajna paramita, it is the knowledge before knowledge, or the wisdom, which goes even before everything. What you can create with the mind.
Yeah.
And in these pre-stages, let's say, this wisdom is the core heart of the wisdom is the compassion. And it is required some kind of emptiness, stillness, where everything else appears. So for me, when I touched base first with the tea ceremony, I was shocked because as well I participated in a tea ceremony where it is totally in silence.
Yeah.
And usually with our Western mind, you don't feel convenient if you just listen to some strange noises. No one is talking, you think something is wrong. And also we always have this rush to fill the space with something.
Yeah.
But then, and it was quite long. It was like for 5 or 6 hours because different people needed to change and to be served. So at some point it was like effortlessly I went into a very deep state of silence, and I just realized that in my life I'm totally not giving a pause for anything. There is no break. I even do things at the same time, like one phone, second phone, my mind is somewhere there, and I'm even doing things with the head.
We are proud of it.
It was just a moment to realize that, first of all, ask myself really to what am I rushing? The job or the work or everything what I'm doing exactly right now, it is not going to finish, so we're not working to finish the job. So then I ask myself, okay, a deeper question. What am I hiding? Because once we are always in this chaos and speediness and sweetness of things, there is something what is hidden beneath. And just with implementing, I shared with you as well before the recording today, that my morning starts as well with a small ritual. So I have stillness for 1 hour, and then I go to do the tea. And for example, in the tradition that I practiced, there you touch everything with 2 hands, not with 1. Because your mind, when you do something with your hands, so you're much focusing on the moment, on the attention. And same as in your life, for me the tea was a changing point that I always remind myself, especially when it is really stressy, really like everyone, the whole world wants from you now, everything, just to switch off my phone.
It's like an anchor. Yeah, for this fast-paced life. And it's also a sanctuary for yourself, because most of the time we're doing things we think is for others, and we don't give much time for ourselves. Even go to the library, you can check, there are not many books talking about how you should get along with yourself. But if you cannot get along with yourself well, how can you get along with others? Because after all, what you see from people is actually yourself. Yeah. So we always try to blame things on somebody else, but never think about what's wrong with me. Yeah, because most of the times people, the wisdom is there. It's like sunshine. It's just blocked by the dark cloud. And we should chase the dark cloud away and just need the sunshine to come out. Yeah. And
Be patient to give time to the clouds to go away.
or
Patience is very
the
important.
cloud is not even there. We just think there is cloud.
Yeah. Now I was always from the people who were asking myself what I had done wrong. Not the others. And then recently I was in a Zen monastery, and one day I'm sitting there. It was very nurturing, like the field was very nurturing of energy and this silence and all of the monks and nuns, and I just get in contact with some very sacred purity, like really this was the feeling of something very, very pure. And it was not only in me, it was like everywhere, but this time I just allow it to go through. So I start, for example, to reflect how a lot of the things that I think or maybe project that I'm feeling, those things are feeling me. So, so to come to this deeper layer, really to see, for example, a lot of times you're saying, I love you, or I have done this thing for you, or why you are doing this thing to me. And in that moment, we are just not taking an account that maybe those things, they're just the ways of life. They're going to us, but nothing should clinch. We should not, attach, because it is not ours. And sometimes, this deep kind of purity helped me realize that, for example, I ask myself, okay, I'm coming here, I'm paying so much money, for tickets. I take my time. This is my, year vacation. I'm not spending this time with my child. What exactly is my expectation? What am I doing here, and what I am winning here? And then a very funny voice in my head is telling me, you're winning nothing. And such a kind of, joy, with easiness, that in the end of the day, everything is exactly perfect at the perfect moment. And just in order, this state of tranquility, it is, I feel it is always there. It is just for us, to make some space for it, life to, to step, to take the tea or to take some moment to reconnect with it. Sometimes, everything is exactly how it should be, and this fuzz of, this push that we must change this and that. And today, because my whole life I'm competing just with myself. Like, why have you done this in that way? Why have you done this? It is, I'm even not so much focusing on other people. Maybe I have a narcissistic disorder, I don't know. I'm always talking to myself.
Because actually 90% of the time we live in our own mind. Don't you feel?
It's true.
Yeah. And if anyway we live 90% of time there, why don't we pull the how to say,
To get the good stuff.
to make the garden more beautiful. Yeah. Pull the weeds and plant flowers. Yeah. And it's so funny. I always have this problem that my daughter is eating with hands.
Start.
Like eating with hands. Even like we teach so many times that she still, when she eats with hands. And 2 days ago, I watched a video, and it's telling us scientifically that eating with hands is healthier, because you connect your hand with the food, and then you eat the food. It actually will make more like how to say, your mind and your body will actually synchronize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Connect with the food.
Connect with the food
in your body.
And so then it one more time prove that our nature is like that. Our nature was what the nature should be, but because of the like many things are putting on us while we are growing up, and we kind of live in somebody else's concept and live in something else that we maybe is not who we are.
Yeah, living by other expectations rather than our self.
Yes. So that's why after we experience a little bit, maybe around 30s or 40s, we start to think, we start to recall about our life experience in the past times, and maybe start to have a little bit awareness, and to to realize and to change a new habit, because overall it's all about habits. It's about old habits.
It's true, but for you to change a habit, you have to have this habit.
Yes.
And you need this experience in life so you can make realizations and start thinking and searching how you can change and create new habits which are better.
That's why when we are practicing tea, for beginner, I think it's in every skill, even like Daniel's haircut. For the beginner, you focus on the skill. You focus on every day you do your move right, you do your step right. And then you are creating a new habit, actually. And then after you master all those habits, you start to kind of start to have your own style, your own art. And then eventually you will start to feel like you can master everything. You can brew different tea in different kind of scenarios, and you can bring the best out of it.
Yeah.
So that's why tea ceremony is really good for people to nurture a new habit. Because if you do it, because first of all, it's pleasure, it's healthy, yeah, and then give you a good habit that you can really start to have this simplicity, discipline, and also maybe you're wise enough, you can get some wisdom from it and apply in your daily life. It's perfect time in Monica already start to have a little bit of this experience, because what the people ask me the most, the question which today you guys haven't asked yet. Dora, we are so busy. How do you have time to drink tea like this every day? And when do you make this tea ceremony? That's the question I heard was asked the most time. Yeah, and like Monica, I believe you have many works. You have kid to
I
take
have
care.
4 works, don't worry.
Yeah,
I have 4 works.
Yeah, and tell people, how do you have time for the tea?
This question, exactly yesterday, the same question a girl friend of me said, Monica, how it's possible that every morning at 5:11 you're waking up? This is just brutal. And I said, you know what is interesting? If I will count only on myself for this, it will be not possible. I will do it for 2 weeks and somehow it will go away. But what was strange is then when my habits changed. For years I wanted to do nice stuff, but I really do them for not more than 10 days. And then suddenly, because I was, let's say I have the discipline to go with the practice, suddenly from one day of the next, everything arranged, like my life shifted with a bit, and then huge change, huge transformation. So I had the feeling that this thing, the practice, the tea or the zazen is practicing me, not me anymore. So there is some kind of, sometimes early in the morning when I'm still between the worlds and not really waken up, I sit already. And then I miss the moment that I stood up and sit on the zafu. This is very strange.
Yeah.
And with the tea is the same. And I think what here is very important, and it is as well in relation with Nicolette too. We had invited one another very interesting guest, Orlin. We were talking about this Nordic tradition of runes, and there the topic of honesty and admission appeared. That I think once we stop to lie to ourselves and really focus on what is more important, if you ask those people who are very busy and you ask them, okay, what is really the most important thing for you now? They give an answer. Then you ask them again. You ask them for 3 minutes. It is very interesting what will be the answer at the end of the 3rd minute. What is really more important than the moment now.
Yeah. One of the spirit of tea is authenticity, like truth. It's because you can say this is not my cup of tea, because different people have different body type. It's not like a kind of disrespect. You say, oh, this is not my cup of tea. And also, when you are sharing about your experience, you should be real. You shouldn't hear somebody say, oh, I taste nutty, and you feel shame that you don't taste nothing. And then you start to say, oh, I taste the nutty too, and I taste the chocolate. Yeah. And one of the spirits that we practice, you should be true. You should be real to yourself, real to others. And once you start to be real, that's the moment you really start to change. Otherwise, we're still lying to ourselves, lying to others, and we live in a phony world that you would never change your life. And you will attract people who are lying to you. And so that's why on my tea ceremony, I always share at the beginning, it's okay to say this is not my cup of tea, and it's okay that you say you didn't smell anything or taste anything, because you should be real, right? Yeah. So I'm happy that the tea ceremony is you find the wisdom in it, and you are persisting to creating this habit.
That somehow it is, let's say, it is moving me from itself. in a way. But I'm now quite curious, what are the tea ceremonies which you are doing? What exactly you're, let's say, sharing with people? What is the difference between traditional ceremonies and your style?
Yeah, so there are many different types of way to do tea ceremony. Has like a Kung Fu tea ceremony and Japanese style and Chinese style, and the one that I practicing now we call cha xiu, which is the 10 gestures of the discipline and mindful tea ceremony, created by Miss Wang Qiong. So she's currently one of the most influential teacher in China. And why I like her style is
still alive?
Yeah, she lives in Beijing.
Yeah.
So she was running a tea shop back in her hometown, like a owner of a tea shop. And she also shares that after maybe 1-2 decades, she realized she's not real to the tea, that she didn't really understand the tea. She was using it as a product rather than the real tea that can influence her life. Yeah, and then she used 10 years to create these 10 gestures, 10 steps. She removed all the unnecessary stuff on the table, because in China, in the traditional way, there are many things, tea basin, and even in Kung Fu style, they do this kind of shaking, like a fancy entertainment. Yeah, even the license I got from, we should do like a performance, like an elegant performance. But with her style, she removed all the unnecessary tools on the table. And second, each move, they don't, now we are not doing the setting like the cha show do, because we need to create conversation dialogue. But normally on my tea ceremony, I use the same way of setting. Each move will not cross over each other. All the items, you don't cross with each other, because that's how the Chinese way of getting along with people. You don't enter to others' private space. Yeah, so there's morality in the tea ceremony. Yeah, and there's Tai Chi move, because left hand do what left hand do, right hand do what right hand do. In the traditional way, the performance that I was studying, we always relying on right hand. You can see you pour things in here with right hand. You give tea to people with right hand. You also use this to right hand. There is no balance. You don't practice balance. So in cha xiu, we actually the tea, the water kettle is on the left side, because we use this one and we use right hand. So the both hands will be used. And there's balance. So simplicity and morality, and also the balance. Yeah. So only through the moves that you practice will create a new habit of thinking in your mind. That's why I decide to use her way of brewing tea and share with people on the tea ceremony, because that's how to say mindset that I want to share with people. And just what match with my mindset, and I want to share with people here.
And totally off the topic, Dora, I cannot not ask you which Bulgarian tea you like.
You can ask, of course.
I ask you.
What? Yeah, last time I made a video, and it's quite popular on TikTok. Is because I think I finally let people to realize the tea that we meant is not the same like in Bulgarian people's concept. Yeah, because here every time when I ask people, do you drink tea? And they answer yes. But when I ask, they drink like substitute tea, like flora tea or herbal infusion. Yeah, herbal infusion. Yeah, but what we mean is communal synthesis. Then this is also what I focus on. Yeah, and but I like lipa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also I like the smell of thyme. Yeah, and the one that we bake potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I also have some Bulgarian friends. They have some herb in their garden, and they always pick and give to me, and I put in the room and smells nice. I really love lavender actually. Yeah.
I like it as well.
Yeah, and also rose. Rose is really good in TCM. Rose is to help to adjust, soothe our liver. And liver is the organ in charge of anger. Yeah, so that's why like a rose is good to soothe the liver if people feel like stressed or angry, anxiety, and drinking rose is helpful for that, and also good for women. Yeah, so like depression, rose is a very important herb for depression. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So after my surgery, my journey of the cancer, I started to learn TCM, I learn moxa, I learn acupuncture, and also I start to learn tea. But and I also love cooking in Bulgaria to share people with Chinese food. Eventually, I realized no matter what we do, everything, the basic mindset is the same, is the absolute truth that if this is the thing you focus and you love, and you put your love into doing it, you will make it good. Like cooking, people like my food because first I'm good at it.
You're really good.
And second, every time I put my heart into it, because I use the good ingredients, and I cook. When I cook, I don't look at my phone. I put my phone on the side. Cooking is my meditation. Tea is my meditation. Because every time when I do those things, I really dive into it. Yeah, and enjoy it. That's why the food or tea would be good, because of the energy. Yeah. So also like tea ceremony, every time when I share with people at the beginning, today is not my show. It's not like you guys come and listen me introduce tea, introduce how experienced I am, or like to introduce how good is a product. No, we create this energy together. That's why every ceremony is different, because the participants are different. So the energy we create together is different and make the experience totally different. So everyone should like really participate rather than just come here and listen what what's my speech about. Yeah. Eventually, I want to teach people how to brew tea at home. Yeah, to learn this tea ceremony, and so they can also do it at home. Like Monica said, priority. That's a word you want to share, right? If this is an important part of your life, you will make time. Do you make time for your toothbrush? Do you brush your teeth every day? Do you eat every day? No matter how busy you are, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, because you don't want to be ashamed in front of people. So if clear your mind is so important, why don't you make it as a priority?
I love the idea of this feeling of active meditation during the tea ceremony, and I think it's very relaxing to know that you can meditate doing something, because I think many people have the thought that meditation is sitting still, but this is a way of doing something during the meditation which is relaxing.
Yeah, in the outer world we do things, but we cultivate stillness inside. So the stillness where we are very afraid of, because I think subconsciously we identify it with death. We identify that if nothing moves, the life stops. And this is, I think, one of the most dreadful illusions that it is highly important to confront, because the real life starts, the true authenticity starts from stillness. And just to come back about the daily routines, maybe Nicolette can share about the name of altar, because her idea back then was inspired exactly from this, to apply something in our daily life.
Yeah, to make our life an altar of ourselves, to live like everything is an altar.
The consultarium.
Yeah. I thought that's a meaning of moon or
No, it's an altar in Latin.
autumn.
Altar.
Altar.
Altar, the when you create a space with different symbols.
In the temple, for example, you have the altar, and there you put the incense, you put the candles, you put the statue. This is the altar.
Ah, okay. Because in China we translate everything. So in your language, sometimes you just use this word directly. Yes, this concept. But in China we have all the translation for everything. Yeah. So my apology if I cannot.
Don't apologize.
Yeah, but I will dig more about it.
I also want to say that this tea made me very, very warm, hot, and I start sweating. And now I'm going to eat the pumpkin seed.
Wow. Because the chachi. So you know that the chachi doesn't only come from the old aged tea, also from because this is high altitude, high mountain tea. Yeah, so the high mountain tea or the aged tea or like the old tea tree tea, they will give you this chachi that it will expand to your limbs, that help your meridians to flow better. Yeah.
I'm there.
I'm not sweating, but I feel very energized in a way, like I was, let's say, not sleepy, but quite relaxed after the whole day of shooting, and now I feel very fresh, like in the morning.
Yeah. I was sleeping there while you guys were shooting with the previous guy, and then I feel like I want to drink this tea because will help us to refresh.
You feel?
Normally I don't drink green tea. I'm not a fan of green tea or yellow tea because my stomach is cold. Yeah. Now I start to like black tea. Before, Chinese don't drink black tea, and in the past, the black tea is for exporting. Chinese mainly drink green tea, but until when black tea show up, that's also how I dive into black tea. Is Jinjumei, gold handsome eyebrow. I think you drink it.
Yes.
In the park.
Yeah.
That's also the black tea I start to like. Yeah. So there are different teas, even in black or like different jars, different category. There are thousands of teas because different region produce different teas, and different region has different craftsmanship that they process the tea differently. So eventually, you never can say this is the best tea. I never say that. I don't say this is the best tea. I just say this is a tea that's connected with me, or this is a tea I feel I'm happy to drink and happy to drink with friends. Yeah, the most important is to focus on the tea that you have and let the other good tea reach to you.
And also, you can share with our I'm going to say watchers, but that's not the word. But the people who are watching now,
Friends and followers.
That black tea is also suitable for children.
Actually, there's a Queen Elizabeth. She went to Yunnan, where the tea is originally from. So she normally like black tea, right? And somebody put Yunnan's black tea in her room. She always suffered from this insomnia. And that day, she just brewed that tea and drink, and she slept really well that night. Good black tea actually soothe your nerve and help you to sleep better. Yeah, there's many misunderstanding.
Meat buster.
Yeah, misunderstanding for people here, because once they hear teas, it was like caffeine and too much caffeine, and I don't drink like too much caffeine, I cannot sleep, or because they drink from the tea bag, which the lowest quality of tea. I even did comparison, like using loose leaf tea and the tea bag. Then tasted, and he was like Coca-Cola, and the color is shady, So tea is a very healthy beverage, but make sure you find the good one, good quality. Yeah. Otherwise, you are harming your body rather than bring good health.
How can we find good quality?
So first, if you are not experienced, you can trust the people who are experienced. And if you have time and also you are really interested into tea, you can also start to tasting by yourself. So there's a way that we do tea tasting that to figure out the quality of the tea. Or use certificate, like if the teas, like some of my teas, they're really wild grow, and so they're organic. And it's not just organic that we say, they passed the EU standard organic wild tea. So those are reliable if you are not experienced and can figure out if it's a good or no. Yeah.
Yeah, this is important because in many cases we search for the higher price, and we think that higher price means better quality. But now I'm going to search for certificates.
Yeah, because now especially the transportation, the logistic cost lots of money. So if people they import good quality tea which has a higher cost, their price doesn't have advantage.
Yes.
So it means the underlying logic is that they cannot import really like high priced, high quality tea. That's why so far I haven't do any importing yet. I prefer people buy directly from China. Yeah, so they can reach like really good Chinese tea rather than I should worry, there's too much cost and the price is too high, people cannot afford,
And how does a tea ceremony end? How do we know it's ended? When the tea is finished, or when you
We start to eat. No, we have on a last gesture. So the hand is like this. We can do together. And then 45 degrees to show respect to yourself, to the people who attend the tea ceremony, and to the guy behind the camera. Thank you.
Thank you.